Well, I'm just here for questions.
That's
if
what
anybody has them.
that's what I thought. Okay, thank you very much. And witnesses in opposition, please.
My name is Kathleen Jones. For the last 4 years, I've been the CEO for Mountain Right to Life Pregnancy Center, a religious nonprofit California corporation. Prior to that, I was the global employee manager for a trucking and logistics company based here in California with offices across the United States and South America. AB 2134 creates a reproductive health equity fund with money from taxpayers and private donors. My company's focus is serving underserved women and families, but we need not apply for grant because we choose not to offer abortions. The grants will go to abortion providers only, like Planned Parenthood. As an employer, I'm already forced to pay for state-funded abortion indirectly through business taxes. This bill does violate my religious beliefs. I have a private right to choose what insurance benefits will provide to my employees. AB 2134 ignores that right. The Supreme Court has already told California that you cannot force me to tell employees about options that I oppose because to do so violates my First Amendment rights as an employer. That case was Nifla v. Becerra. So now in an end run around the Supreme Court and trampling over my rights as a California employer, AB 2134 will force other companies, insurance companies, to tell my employees something I won't pay for. That interferes with the employer-employee relationship. And what is it about funding abortion that is so important to the state of California? You don't force insurance companies to talk about getting coverage for other health risks like diabetes or heart disease, weight loss, high blood pressure, well woman care, childbirth. So who is pushing abortion? By targeting religious employers like myself and compelling professional speech that goes against my religious tenets concerning abortion and contraception, AB 2134 violates my religious liberties protected by the Free Exercise Clause of the First Amendment. AB 2134 is discriminatory and pushes a radical abortion agenda. It interferes with employers' rights and violates the First Amendment and should be rejected by this committee. For those reasons, I'm asking for a no vote on AB 2134.
Next witness, please.
Good afternoon, Chair Wood and honorable members of the Health Committee. My name is Kathleen Dominic. I'm Executive Director of the California Catholic Conference. The Catholic Church is the largest provider of private nonprofit social services in California, in our nation, and in the world. Every day, Catholic men and women, priests and sisters serve the poorest of the poor in every neighborhood in California. We provide housing to those who live on the streets, those with mental illness, and those who suffer from addiction. We welcome immigrants and refugees without question, provide housing, legal services, job placement, and case management. We provide medical care and social services to those in outlying areas and in inner cities. We walk with women and children and families struggling to survive in a state where safe, affordable housing is out of reach for so many. I am here today to oppose AB 2134. Contrary to the author's assurances, this bill does not protect religious employers practicing ministry to all people. The authors and supporters of this bill know that the effect that it will have on the ministries of the Catholic Church. For 2,000 years, Christians have practiced our faith by serving those in need. Our faith is not confined to the inside of our churches. Our ministries serve anyone and everyone who is in need. This topic of assigning definitions to religious employers has been litigated again and again all over the country and at the federal level. If passed, AB 2134 would force our ministries to close. Instead of serving the poor and housing the homeless and caring for the elderly, you would rather we simply close our doors. For the last 50 years, abortion has been the most controversial topic in American political life, creating rifts in political parties, companies, and families. Polling shows the vast majority of Americans do not want their tax dollars used for abortions, and that Americans are divided 50-50 on abortion's legality. AB 2134 does not provide true reproductive justice. When our community organizers go into the homes of our most vulnerable Californians, undocumented communities, families in poverty, these families say, we cannot survive in California. They say, we're putting off having children, we're not having the children that we want, or we have children and we're not thriving. For women who choose to give birth, who choose to parent, who need to afford the cost of prenatal care and doulas and midwives, all of that comes out of pocket. There is no similar offering to pay for birth as there is for abortion. Not only would AB 2134 channel taxpayer dollars to abortion, but not help women who wish to become parents, it would also close the largest provider of services to women, children, and families in California. Where would women and families turn if they wanted to have children and grow their families? On behalf of California women and families and employers of faith, I urge a no vote today on AB 2134.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there other witnesses in the hearing room? Just your name, position on the bill, and organization if you represent one, please.
Mr. Chairman, members, Roxanne Gould representing the American Nurses Association in strong support. Thank you.
Isabella Argueta on behalf of NARAL Pro-Choice California as a proud co-sponsor and on behalf of the California Nurse Midwives Association in support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Daniel Grossman, Advancing New Standards in Reproductive Health at UCSF in support.
Thank you.
Ryan Spencer on behalf of the American College of OBGYNs, District 9 in strong support.
Thank you.
My name is Elizabeth Ringel, and I oppose this bill.
Thank you.
I'm Connie Cornell, and I oppose this bill.
Thank you.
I'm Alice Petrovich, and I oppose this bill.
Thank you.
Kathy Mossberg, Essential Access Health, proud co-sponsor and support.
Thank you.
Teresa Brennan, President of the Right to Life League, in strong opposition.
Thank you.
Greg Burt with the California Family Council in opposition.
Thank you.
Brandon Campbell, pastor of the Faith Baptist Church in Wheatland and Northern California, director of the Capital Connection for Baptist Churches. We're in strong opposition.
Thank you. Anyone else?